We better be getting the 450 started today. That's the plan anyway. We're gonna adjust the valves, hook up all the fuel system, and all the electrical stuff. It blows my mind on this KX450 build series. It doesn't get as many views mostly as the riding stuff. It gets so many more thumbs ups and like double the comments. That's badass that you guys are that interactive on the build series stuff. This is actually the 13 stock pump that I bolted onto the 16 to 18 IMS gas tank. Bolted right on. Also, to drill the vent 90 for the dry brake tank, if you have a normal screw cap that doesn't have the dry brake ready tank, you don't have to worry about this, but just a 5/16 drill bit, and then put the O-ring on the outside of the tank, and then put the nut on it and tighten it down, and it will be ready to go. I have a feeling it's gonna be pretty muddy tomorrow because it's been raining off and on like all day, and we're only like 40 minutes from Loretta Lynn's, so it's probably gonna be a muddy one. You guys wouldn't believe how much stuff like interchanges and still works from different generation of Cowies. Like this is a 13 model, and this airbox is off a 17, which is supposed to be a different generation, and then it's got the I don't know what that is. Airbox, air temperature sensor or something. I don't know. It's something like that. I can't remember. I'd have to look it up, but I think that's what it is. And it still just has the same connector, like as a 13 model. I thought I was screwed there for a second. I was like, damn it! I didn't take the one off my 13 airbox, and I already sold it, and it just works, clips right into the 13 wiring harness. I didn't look up how much oil it takes. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna watch the sight glass because I put a new oil filter in it, and once I started, I'm gonna have to add some more once the filter housing and everything fills up. But I was watching the sight glass, and I guess when I was pouring some, I missed when it went over the sight glass, and the oil was so clean that it didn't look any different. Well, I almost filled the complete bottom end up with oil. I was like, holy shit, it's took like 2.5 quarts already. I was like, it's gotta be fixing to get full. Well, I overfilled it by a lot, but I drained some out. So it's got oil in it. Fixing to put the throttle body on and then start hooking up all the electrical stuff. I adjusted the valves. The intakes were fine. I just had to reshim exhaust because they had new valves put in there. Extremely challenging and rewarding putting together a bike, one, you've never worked on. I've never worked on one of these before. And two, putting something together that you've never worked on and didn't take it apart. Usually, like if you never worked on something before but you took it apart, most of the time you can put it back together. Well, it's extremely difficult. Really challenges you to like think and like see how stuff is routed, even though I do have a book to kind of reference some things, but it's just, I don't know, it's fun figuring it out on your own and not just be like, okay, I'm just gonna slap this shit together and hopefully it, well, hopefully it does run. Daytona's fixing to start, and hopefully I won't get too distracted and we can get this thing running here pretty soon. So I have this mount, and I knew it had to have been something electrical. I've been wondering like what this went to. I was like, well, eventually I'll get to it and have to put it on. Well, I am getting to it, but I don't have it to put it on, and it's the capacitor, which if you know what that is, it holds, it's basically like a tiny battery. It holds a little bit of a charge, so when you do kick it, helps the fuel pump and the ignition systems turn all that stuff on and for the bike to be able to start. I don't have that. Like I said, this bike was the engine and everything was basically like in boxes, and I do not think I got it because I have everything out of the boxes and I don't see it. I'm gonna try to still start it for you guys. I took the subframe off to, I don't know if this boot is longer than the 13 model, but there was not a whole lot of room to get this throttle body down in here. Fuck. Can I even... Jesus Christ. What the hell is this? How wore out this freaking kicker is. Look how sloppy that is. Like, Sloppy Joe. This oversized tank does away with that. Sorry, with that bolt right there. They use these, and it's supposed to bolt in like that underneath the frame, so the tank can't come back up. The tank is actually hitting this radiator right here, and I don't know if the 16 to 18 radiators would help with that or not. Other radiators would actually just bolt right up to the frame. That'd be awesome, because I think if I could smash this down, I could probably get this mount to mount on here. Let me see if I can get it close. That's not going anywhere on this side. I just fucking lied. Let me tighten that again. I think it'll be alright when everything's, I mean, with my big ass sitting on it, the tank is not lifting up off the bike until I sail a huge triple, snap the bike in half. The engine shoots up into the air. By the time I'm getting up off the ground, it comes back down and impales me into the ground. Like, it sounds like it wants to start, but it's just not starting. Like, you can hear it wanting to, like, start, but it's just not. Like, I don't get it. I wonder if it's that capacitor just not giving it enough juice to actually fire up. Alright, so I'm filming a different outro. I had another outro, I didn't really like it. I was tired and butt hurt and breathing too hard after kicking it for like 30 minutes. So before I do any more work on it, I do have a capacitor on its way here. It'll be here probably Thursday or Friday. So before I do any more tearing apart or trying to figure out what's wrong with it, I'm going to try it with the capacitor first. Not happy about it. It does suck that didn't get to hear it run yet, but at the same time, I'll get it figured out. As much as I didn't want to post this video without actually hearing it run, I am going to post it because I don't really want to be wasting my time chasing something when I don't have a correct part on here. So I really appreciate the support and positive feedback, and I'm glad you guys are excited about this. I think it's turning out pretty well, even though yeah, I still haven't heard it run. Let's hurry up and get this 450 done and rideable so I can ride. I can get back out there and ride, and then we can start on the 252 stroke. I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.